Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to get notified when we post more breaking news updates. Please click on the notification bell and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday had tendered copies of his educational records from the Chicago State University before the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja. This comes as Tinubu on Tuesday opened his defense in the petition filed by the People's Democratic Party and its candidate in the 2023 presidential election, Atiku Abubakar. Chief Wale Olanipekun, the lead counsel for Tinubu, had also tendered a 2007 letter from the United States Embassy in Nigeria absolving Tinubu of any criminal liability in the US. Also tendered was a letter of request from the Nigeria Police Force to the US Embassy. Among others, Olanipekun tendered copies of documents relating to the immigration and the visa records of trips that Tinubu made to the US between 2011 and 2021. The PEPC sitting in Abuja, the Nigeria's capital, in June, admitted in evidence a transcript in aid of admission into the Chicago State University made by the Southwest College in the name of Tinubu, who was identified as a female, and it was reported that Atiku and his party had tendered the documents to prove the allegations against Tinubu in their joint petition challenging Tinubu's declaration as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. And other documents tendered admitted as exhibits by the court are the certified true copies of a certificate supposedly issued to Tinubu by the Chicago State University, also a certificate of service by the National Youth Service Corps, the NYSC, issued in the name of Tinubu Bola Adekunle, not not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the party, with also a party membership card and a certificate of service from Mobile Oil Nigeria PLC. Other documents tendered by the petitioners in urging the court to nullify Tinubu's election are authorized judgment of the USA District Court for criminal forfeiture of assets of Tinubu, as well as a printout of the Guinea passport belonging to Tinubu. Also tendered were certificates of compliance and a witness statement on the oath. So, my country people, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, before the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, have tendered copies of his academic transcripts from the Chicago State University. Now, it seems that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu have begun his defense in the case filed against him by Atiku and the PDP. He has also tendered other copies of his academic transcripts from the Chicago State University before the tribunal. You know, they brought up a petition against Tinubu that Tinubu went to this school and then he identified himself as a female instead of a male, and then he had a name, you know, which was different from the name he is bearing now, which goes by Tinubu Bola Adekunle instead of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So they used all those against him when they were filing their petition at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja. So, my country people, other documents follows, both traveling documents, also the NYSC document of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, my country people, Tinubu is ready to go. Tinubu is ready to defend himself. All those petitions that have been filed against Tinubu, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu now is defending himself in court against Atiku, against the PDP. So at this point, they are bringing every document that they can lay their hands on. And you see, they have said that Tinubu forged several certificates. They have even brought about so many allegations against him. So guys, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm patiently following and waiting for the judges this final time. Otherwise, Nigeria will no longer be regarded as a country that practices democracy. And I don't have any points to prove regarding the legal terms, but as with what we are seeing, I understand in conclusion that a presidential candidate must score at least 25% votes in the FCT to be eligible to be declared as the duly elected, because the same FCT is literally one of his ministries which he oversees as the president, and anything short of that is an arbitration, and it is illegitimate, it is illegal. Going forward, our constitution also said that the formers of the constitution had in mind that the FCT is not a state, and that's why the section was written as the two-thirds of the 36 states and the FCT. And it is mandatory that a presidential candidate must score at least 25% vote in the 24 states and the FCT. So why fight this time around? So my fight this time around is no longer against Tinubu, because we all have seen how it has been going ever since he started with the Emiloko entitlement, with the Emiloko mentality. Now you see that fuel is now selling at 500 and something per liter. Should I remind you that Emefiele is still in detention and Bawa is still there? Meanwhile, the heartless Mahmoud Yakubu is still parading around, walking free, while the masses suffer the pains that he has inflicted. And Nigeria will no longer be regarded as a country that practices democracy if this section of the Constitution that makes the 25% FCT mandatory before one can emerge, as the president is misinterpreted. So let us select our facts first. We have known that he did not meet up with this selection of our constitution. So the election is null and void on a fair ground. So therefore, the judges should be fair enough to do their work, or be remembered as a sabotage to our constitution. Well, they said power is transit and Tinubu will soon be removed. Guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. Well, my country people, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, popularly known as Jagaban, have decided to, take everyone by surprise. He is making strong move in the tribunal by bringing out his defense, bringing out other documents, tendering it before the courts against the petitions laid by Atiku Abubakar and the People's Democratic Party against him. They also made it known that he had 12 academic records from the Chicago State University, and there are other 6, he also tendered about 6 copies of various documents, including the immigration, his visa records, and all of that. So guys, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for